to the lovely Sea of Thieves. I'm Sapphire, but you might already know that. Might not. If you don't, welcome. If you do, hello again. So, I have a video in the works on the Burning Blade. I got to sail around for about 2 hours with some randos. Had a heck of a good time. The gameplay isn't really that interesting, so videos in the works. It'll be out Tuesday. But I hope you guys enjoy it. And I wanted to talk about generally, like, just quickly summing up my thoughts. So if you don't want to hear me, like, rant about it or whatever for, like, half an hour, you know, it's an option. One, so while we were the crew of the Burning Blade, we were in combat with 3 ships. I would like to apologize to the galleon. I know Sea of Thieves, not Sea of Friends, blah 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 blah, but he really didn't want to fight. We hit him with an Ashen Roar, and I'm pretty sure we sunk him. But being the world event is a lot of fun. Being the big bad ship on the seas is fun. However, I want to go over some things. One, is essentially useless if you're not into being a Reaper, because you're automatically in a Reaper's emissary, which, yes, it has the best buff in the game for selling. Shoot, I got 500,000 gold for selling the Burning Blade at the end of our session. So I can't say it's not worth it. It definitely is, especially if you're tight on gold and you need that extra coin. Oh, it comes in clutch. However, I want to talk about some things I noticed. One, we were in a sort of empty server. And I want that to be clear, because in a full server, this would not be the case. In a full server, you would be, you know, dealing with more opposition. Let me just raise my capstan and we'll get underway so you guys aren't just watching me run around like an idiot. Now, when, and I do mean when you get the Burning Blade, because eventually every crew will have had it. Right now, some crews haven't, you know. Some people don't even want to go after it. I wanted to sink the darn thing. Funny story. I'm not really into the Reapers faction. I was also the helmsman of the Burning Blade for a solid hour. Off and on, like not like consistently, but like off and on, all things told, it'd be about an hour. I will say, okay, now when I say this, y'all are gonna think I'm dumb. It's lighter on the wheel than I expected. She's a little more nimble than you would expect out of that large of a vessel. The size only really becomes apparent when you're taking her to a port or to a obsidian temple, because then yeah, it becomes very apparent. It is very hard to, and this would get better with practice. I've sailed the Burning Blade once, keep that in mind. So this is like from someone who's used to galleons. And I kind of figured it would translate very well because, you know, Galleon's the biggest ship in the game, Burning Blade's the new biggest ship in the game. And it does translate well. You can definitely judge where you are if you keep in mind the size of the ship you have. But, like, if you go, like, oh, hey, Galleon takes this much, you know, to stop on a no sail or whatever, it is a little bit of guesswork with the Burning Blade as it would be, but the capstan is another point of note for me because I noticed there's only 2 positions on the capstan. It's not as fast as a sloop capstan, at least in my experience. It's not that slow. Like, it's not so ungodly slow that you're just like, oh, Jesus Christ, what am I doing? And yes, I'm in safer seas, so I'm just gonna anchor stop. I don't care, it's like 2 in the morning. Oh, that might have fucked me. Ooh. Now that I'm not used to doing that. Alright. You might notice some Eclipse stuff on my ship. That is just me well, I always like having stuff from the new season, so I usually find 1 or 2 items at the bare minimum I like. Right now I've got the cannon flare and the capstan, or not capstan, the wheel and the flag. But anyway, as I was saying, the Burning Blade is a lot of fun. And if you... I would say, especially if you haven't gotten the chance to be part of the Burning Blade crew, take the opportunity. You're gonna make gold. I wouldn't say it would be a bad idea. It's only if you're like super opposed to being like in the Reapers faction that it becomes a problem. And even then, you know, most pirates here on our lovely seas can put aside petty quopes like that. But one thing you're gonna want to do, and I mean this wholeheartedly, is kind of plan out what you want to do. We did lose some gold, and we were on a captain ship. My captain ship, to be precise. And don't take this as a gripe, like, oh, we had to scuttle my ship, da da da. It's more of a, just know what you're getting into. I didn't realize you'd be scuttling your ship, and there is a repair cost involved if you care about keeping it pristine. I happen to care about that, so I do like to keep it pristine when I can. Now, say there's a repair cost, you're probably going to make the gold back. in like no time. Also, watch this. Oh my god, it's not here this time. Alright, well. Now, you'll also notice some other things, and a lot of people say the burning blade is easier to board because it has 4 ladders, and that's definitely true, but where those ladders let out are not exactly your friend if you're not part of the crew. You might be able to pull some hide in the captain room shenanigans, but I wouldn't count on it. Oh my gosh, is it not on the 3rd floor? I would very much like to know why my gun isn't gunning. There we go. That was just a bad shot on my part. How does Sapphire play Sea of Thieves at 2 in the morning? Poorly. I also wanted to go on some channel updates. Primarily, what's going to happen to Tulpa Talk, because we do have some things in the works. Arriba! One of them is that we are actually going to be separating the channels. So, Sarge and I have both come to the conclusion that neither channel will really grow successfully if not given the proper opportunity. We also feel is that we're kind of stepping over each other a lot. You know, who gets to do the channel update? Who gets to be the face this week? Da 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 da. And I feel like both for our own, for what we both wanted out of joining YouTube, and both for us and our channel, yeah, it's better. What form will this take? We're still kind of kicking around ideas. I want to see, because I like doing live streams more than like made videos, and Sarge is kind of the opposite, so I kind of feel like that YouTube would be better for him, but I would have more of a home on Twitch. I want to see what it takes to make a Twitch channel, and kind of look into that process. I don't know why I was running around randomly like a chicken with my head cut off. Error 404, pathing not found. Now, here's where you guys come in. I make videos because I like making them. I don't care if anyone watches them. I think they're neat. That being said, if you guys do like watching my content, let me know how you like watching it. Do you put it on in the background and do other things and just listen to me ramble about nonsense? Do you actually watch what I do and, you know, let me know how this plays out for you. For me, I am a busybody when I want to be. When I want to be, I'm usually listening to someone. I do not like silence, so I will always almost have a YouTube or a Twitch channel pulled up. 9 times out of 10 it's YouTube because the stuff I like watching, like I don't really watch gameplay footage. Though I do like some Twitch channels. Cirrus is one of them, and I am shouting them out because he's hilarious. But that does, somewhat ironically, lead me to my next point. Is there anything that I don't create now that you guys might want to see? For example, ooh, a boss fight. Let's load up on treasure and go do that. Ooh. Wow, renowned 43, huh? Okay. That's not gonna get hit by... There we go. Let's start pulling this stuff aboard. Fuck the small things, because this is safer seas. Now... What I mean by that is, like, I kind of want to get into the VTubing space. Or V-twitching. Whatever the Twitch equivalent is of VTuber. I'm still going to say VTuber because... Yeah. But, and the reason why is because I started watching a couple VTubers. Notably, Cirrus is one of them. Wolfie Chew is another. And there's a few others, but I'm not going to really shout them out here because it's 2 a.m. I can't remember their names. Wolfie Chew and was my first kind of toe dip into the VTubing world. And there's about 15 or 20 that I watch pretty regularly now. The game's just not doing anything of what I want right now. Now, when it comes to... How to put this? When it comes to what my Twitch channel would be, a lot of what you see here. It would be longer form content, roughly about 3 hours cap. Maybe if there's like an event going on 4. But like 3-4 hours cap. Me just playing Sea of Thieves, SnowRunner, the games you already know I play. I would add Helldivers too, but with the caveat that I only play it very sparingly. I am not a... It's not that I'm not a fan. It's a fun game. It's just, it's an exhausting game for me to play. I don't know what it is. I feel like it's the constant... I don't want to say doing something, because that's not it. It's not that you're always doing something. I feel like the constant knife's edge, I'll say, that you walk on, because you can very quickly find yourself overwhelmed, and I know I'm not good at these types of games. It's why I like playing as a sniper. Yes, that continues in Helldivers. I used the counter diligence or counter dignity or whatever the fuck it's called. But my main game would probably be Sea of Thieves and maybe I do like I dig out some old games every now and again. Like Disney Infinity 3.0, I still have my Elsa figure. Okay, so also gunpowder kegs, safest back here. You can quickly drop them off if you're getting into a fight, which is what you're supposed to do. I have been trying to depth charge a megalodon for a minute now. If I could depth charge the meg, I would be happy. Now, I will say something that I will also kind of throw in with this channel update is what will become of both of our channels. We will still be referencing each other a lot in our channels. It's not even fair to say that we'll totally be out of each other's space. There will be times where we may even give each other a challenge, like, hey, if you tuned into Sarge's channel, you know that I'm doing I have to play Space Marine 2 and he has to play Sea of Thieves or whatever, which is actually a video we're planning on doing, is where we take a stroll in each other's shoes. Caveats do exist. For example, we're not doing multiplayer because... And Sea of Thieves multiplayer is really sweaty sometimes. I'm sorry, guys. I love how intense the fights can get, but if you're not part of this community, you're not gonna know. And if you're not part of this community, you're gonna find it really, really annoying. And that's just the truth of it. That is just the truth of it. Like, I don't know what the Warhammer community is like. I would imagine kind of like the Sea of Thieves. I don't know. I don't know what I'm getting in. I know parts of every fandom is cringe, and this is please, if you don't listen to anything else I say in this video, listen to this. Every fandom has its cringe. Literally everyone. I don't care who you are. The One Punch Man, the My Hero, Sonic, Warhammer 40k, Sea of Thieves. We all have the cringe lords that lurk. Don't let the cringe lords be the only face that people see, because that's what they're going to associate. I always try to be nice on, for example, like, it's hard to explain. Not that I won't sink you or try to take your treasure, but, like, if you're having a rough time in the game, I'm not gonna bully you. I actively detest that. I think it's stupid. Standing in one spot and just pulling a trigger every time someone spawns, no, that's griefing. To me, that is extremely toxic. If you're gonna sink the player, sink the player. If you're gonna steal the loot, and move on. Let them play the game, because otherwise, there's going to be no one to steal from. If you want another reason other than just we're all human and everyone wants to enjoy the game. It's... And I always say caveats and stuff because for me, I don't like looking at scenarios in a vacuum because they never happen that way. Like, you can say, oh, this person griefed me because, you know, da-da-da, and really they might not have known you spawned. So once, twice, you know, that it's understandable. It is glitching hard. What Sarge's channel will be about, I don't particularly know. I mean, I have an idea. It's, you know, what it's about now. I would imagine he would bring back some video format ideas, and we would both be doing Let's Plays again. So here's why we don't do a Let's Play. Because we both of us can't do one. This sounds dumb. We have a full-time job, so we have responsibilities other than YouTube. It's a hobby for us. We only have so much time that we can realistically devote to making a YouTube video. This is why we do live streams, because we can just sit down, hit 2 or 3 buttons, and boom, we are live streaming. We are making a video. Because we want to get more serious about how we handle our channels, we both have decided that one of us is going to do Let's Play series at a time. That's the sentence I was trying to say. Now, when I say that, that's not like, oh, Sarge isn't going to have, like, the start of one year, the end of mine. No, he could. Like, I know he really wants to do a Fallout 4 playthrough where he essentially tries to make it D&D, and I want to have a Baldur's Gate playthrough. Let me know in the comments, is that something you want to see from Tulpa Talk, is a Baldur's Gate playthrough? Because I have been really enjoying playing D&D with my friends, and I'm pretty sure it's essentially like that. And the last thing I want to go through with you guys tonight, before I sell this small horde, this okay, we're getting close. I want to go through some of my past videos, and I might even dig deep into the archives, because I know Sarge and I, we make a lot of content that's, in my opinion, right now, it's not that it's not very good, there's just not a lot of effort put into it. Because to be totally honest, there isn't. We want to fix that and get a little bit more serious with it. Not sure how serious we're really going to get with it. I want to get a little into audio mixing, but I may leave well enough alone. I may just tweak some settings and leave well enough alone. But that's kind of what I want to do, is really kind of kick things up a notch on my channel. Sarge wants to do the same on his, and I'll be honest, there are some personal things going on as to why you haven't seen a bunch of Sarge's recaps out, that, and realistically, he's gonna be waiting until like Space Marine 2 comes out to really start his content back up. Um, we'll be doing some other things, but he's gonna be doing a grounded playthrough. I know he wants to do that. And I don't know what he plans on doing with that, because I don't think that'll take till September. Though it is August, so, you know, that'll actually probably overlap with some Space Marine 2 content. Content. Some things in the works for me are I want to do car reviews on certain games like GTA, Gran Turismo, and such. I'm probably going to put those on Sarge's channel. So, like, I don't see myself doing those on Twitch. I just don't think short form Twitch videos really do very well. But, I'll look into it, and if I'm wrong, I will put them on Twitch. Alright, so here we go. We are going to be taking on the Ashen Winds World event here. I'm going to be parking my ship a bit of a distance. And there's poor, I think, Merrick. Game. And we will need, I will call this gunpowder keg Andy. We'll need Andy here. Andy will have a short life, but Andy will have a good life. Oh hey, what's this? Well, I'm definitely going to be taking that. Actually, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to re-heal with these bananas. And then I am going to take pomegranates. Yep, there it is, there it is, there it is. Yoink. So, if you guys don't know, the trick to beating any one of the 4 Ashen Winds bosses is quite frankly just staying on the move. Keeping in mind that normally they spawn by an ammo crate. I always say try not to use the gun on the small fry. That's why I bring my sword. So I can just cut down these small boys. But if you are near the ammo crate like I am here. Oh, you hit me. Ooh, you hit me again. I'm impressed, Grimmy. Oh, first phase done. And yes, I will be bringing the ship around. I just didn't want his boiling water shtick to hurt my boat. And I don't have fancy magic powers that's summoning backup.
Time to clear the field.
I just hate when they start doing the ground pounds. They are.
Nothing beats a good burnin.
Wonder if your skeleton friends that you're using as cannon fodder feel the same.
You won't see me coming. You're stronger than you look. Stop this if you can. Time for some defensive. Need to fall back. Almost. Ready? Stay away from me. This is good. Keep back.
Now the fun part begins. Oh, boiling water. Whoop. Oh boy.
Better watch out. Get out with it.
Guess I haven't been doing proper ad control.
Ready? Fire.
Nor was I counting my shots. That's just poor show on my part. Oh, and the water's boiling. Oh, interesting.
Why can't I kill you?
Because I'm not letting you? An ashen wind skull. Jeremy's mad. I'm gonna go get the boat. Anyway, my friends, that's enough from the young Yagi tonight. Thank you so much for stopping by. And remember, Detroit, smash that like button.